There's still plenty to go through on this update, even though we're heading into the autumn and obviously the ground conditions are getting a lot softer. There's a lot of areas that the guys can improve on. So I'm out on the 6th and I'll spin you around and show you what's been going on. So 6th greenside, these 3 bunkers are now pretty much back in play. The guys have done well getting them filled up with sand, obviously like whacker plated in and then re-raked. So that's the 3 around the green side. We've got the approach bunker, that's had the first layer in, so that's just waiting on the second layer, so that's still GUR. And then we've got the boys that are back up on the fairway. So I'm sure you'll agree, it looks pretty smart. And once we finish the 6th, the guys will be working out to the 5th. So that's then the 2 far ends of the golf course done. And they'll be heading back home, so finishing off 16, 17 and 18. Back up the fairway on the 6th, we've got Lee and Ben, they're just raking in the first layer of sand on this fairway bunker. So once they've done this, they'll whacker plate it. So they're just making sure that it's obviously an equal coverage all the way across. Once they've done this, they'll whacker plate it in, just compress it all in, and then the second layer will come in and they'll do exactly the same, and then rake it out. So both doing a great job. Obviously this is heavy going for them, but there's not that many left. So giving you a bit of an update on the irrigation project. So this is out on 15. So Steve has now run the pipe, run all the heads all the way around. It actually all goes all the way around to just short of the green. He's got a couple more heads to go out on around the green. But I wanted to pop these heads up just to give you a good idea of what it looks like and what the coverage is going to be like. So far Stephen Perry have finished 18, 17, 16 and very nearly 15. And they'll be heading out to the 3rd and the 5th next week probably at some point. So they're making great progress and trying to get as much done as possible before the weather turns. So we just showed you the sprinkler heads on up at the T end of the hole, and then you'd have this second half of the hole right up to where Stephen Perry are working, pretty much where that fence is. And then there's a separate set of heads which comes basically where Perry is over there. Perry, give us a wave.
Oh, there you are.
And then as you can see from these orange flags here, there'll be sprinkler heads going in just over there. One just short of the bunker, and then one just this side, and then there'll be one just short of the green. So it will cover this whole approach, make sure that we can control the water on this entire approach. Just while we're out on 15, you might have seen on the 15th and the 9th, we've got 2 different flags. So out on the 15th, we've got this one, which is an all white flag. So this is more of a tournament javelin flag. So this is slightly more tapered at the bottom, and slightly thicker in the middle section. Obviously being all white. We've also got a yellow flag which is exactly the same out on the 9th. It'd be great to get your feedback. We'll be ordering up obviously the flags to match for the entire golf course, but it'd be great to get member feedback on which you prefer to see. That time of year again, the boys are out with the Hoover, and you've got Jansen there with the leaf blower. So obviously they're working hard. I mean, there's a lot of leaves out there. We're probably not even halfway through the leaves that have fell so far. But we've got 2 guys out there with leaf blowers like what Jansen's got. And then we only have one of these Hoovers, but Adam's working hard on the Hoover to try and collect as many leaves as possible. So these guys are working all day, every day on this. So we've got a team of pretty much 3 of them. You'll also see some of the guys out on the ride-on leaf blower, and then we've got, like I say, another one of those handheld ones out there. So they are doing their best. It's unfortunate that we've got the trees that drop leaves. They are doing their best to collect as many leaves as possible. As you've seen, as always, there's been plenty going on the golf course. Both Stephen Perry and Stuart and his team have been working hard to get the bunkers and the irrigation finished. Obviously the leaves are slowing them down, but we will be keep working forwards and trying to get these 2 projects finished as quick as we can. But most of them it's weather dependent, so whilst the ground conditions allow, they are full steam ahead.